Today is so beautiful. It's 75 degrees up here on the East Coast, and it's officially springtime. Besides the allergies, I love springtime because it is the introduction to warm weather. But what comes along with warm weather is the congregation of people, human beings, outside, meeting each other, making new friends, doing activities with each other. It's such a beautiful thing. But what also happens when it comes to these meetings is that sometimes you come across some great, amazing people, and some of them being potential mates. But as y'all know, on this channel, I talk about understanding the mind of good men, decent men. What I'm going to talk about today are the things coming from the perspective of a man's mind and what women shouldn't do around those potential boyfriends, those potential mates. Because I want you to have a glorious spring and summer. And if you do meet a great man, a decent man, the type of men that I boast on this channel, I don't want you to mess it up. You deserve this. So that is what I'm going to do today. Your internet brother, your internet cousin is going to tell you the things to not do around your potential man. All right? And I also believe my two young nieces that I made this channel for are going to benefit from this one day. So it's all win-win situation. Let's get straight to the first thing that you should never do around a potential boyfriend. It's to, number one, dumb yourself down. Now, what does it mean to dumb yourself down? It means to not be yourself, lower your standards, lowering your level of greatness, how awesome you are. When you dumb yourself down, you lower those things to match another person, or you lower those things to not intimidate the person that you're talking to. This is a form of self-depreciation to please someone else. Well, guess what? Never do that. Never dumb yourself down. Never lower yourself, never depreciate yourself. Remain you always. And those who are for you, those who like you back, those who appreciate you and your greatness and your awesomeness and your amazing personality is going to rock with you. And those who cannot deal with you, those who do not like you like that, are not going to mess with you. We ain't worried about those type of people. We worried about the ones that want you back. All right? But one thing you should never do is dumb yourself down to match anyone else's level, to make anyone feel better about themselves. You deserve to be you always and throughout. And y'all know I come from the perspective of decent men, good men, upstanding men, men about honor. We don't want that for y'all either. We want to see the real you. We want to see the great you. We don't want to see you dumbing yourself down, because we're going to be our great selves 24/7. And we want a woman, a mate, a girlfriend with the same energy, the same mindset. The second thing you should never do around a potential mate, a potential boyfriend, is be pessimistic. Now, listen, I understand life is hard. Life is tough. Listen, I'm going through something currently right now that is bothering me and annoying the wits out of me. But I'm keeping God first, so I know it's going to be all good. But I am human, so I understand that it is easy to be pessimistic. It is easy to think down. It is easy to think bad. It is easy to put so much energy, more energy than you do in the good things that's going on in your life, into the things that's not going good for your life. I get it. But the last thing you want to do is bring that negative energy to someone new, especially someone who is a potential partner, a potential boyfriend, a potential lover for you. One, he's going to think that you're a negative Nancy. And a negative Nancy is not a good look, because the thing about negative energy is that it drains. It doesn't give. It takes away, it doesn't add. And when you're around negative people, y'all can attest to this too. When you're around negative people, their energy sucks from you. You can be having an amazing day. Everything's going great. You just got great news. You feeling right. You feeling sunshiny like this sun today. But as soon as you step foot around a negative Nancy, a pessimist, they can instantly become a vampire to your happiness. That is how powerful negative energy is. So you do not want to apply that to your potential man, your potential boyfriend. We don't want to see that coming from you. And we, like I just said, we understand life is hard because it's hard for us as well. But one thing about me is that you'll never see how I'm feeling unless I trust you to talk to you about those type of things. But for a new person, they will never see how I truly feel because they don't deserve that. And to remind you, this is a new person, a potential partner. So y'all are not at the stage where y'all can tell each other secrets and indulge in the things that's really going on, because that person has to earn that trust from you, and vice versa. So try not to be pessimistic. Try not to trauma unload on this new person, this potential mate. Try your very hardest, all right? The next thing that you should never do around a potential boyfriend coming from the perspective of a decent man is harboring on the failures of your past relationship. Because we just established that you're talking to a potential lover, a potential mate, a potential boyfriend. So there's possibility that y'all will be talking about relationship things. What's your status? What happened in your past relationship? Why are you single? You'll get questions like that with people who want you or who are interested in you. But I highly suggest that you refrain from harboring and nailing in and pouring and pounding on the failures of your past relationship. Because one thing that I notice when it comes to people, especially people who hold no self-accountability, is that they love to blame their ex. It seems like their ex was 100% the problem and that they had no fault in the failure of their relationship. And smart men know that type of game. Because even if your partner was the cause of your breakup, no one is perfect, including you. We all have a part in our past mistakes, our past failures, even in our relationships. So there is no way we are going to sit here and talk about your past relationship and I'm going to listen to you just unload on the failures of that past relationship. Because now it seems like if we don't work out, you're going to say the same things about me and have no accountability. It's just not a good look. It's not a good feeling. Decent men admire women who are accountable, who can see their parts in things. And not just the bad things, but the good things too. Accountability is not always about negative things. It's about positive things too. So talk about the positive things in your relationships too. What makes you a great partner? What makes you a great girlfriend? We want to hear that too. Not just the failures of your past relationships. The next thing that your internet cousin does not want you to do when it comes to talking to a potential mate, potential boyfriend, is the manner and how you speak about your ex or exes. I kind of touched on that in the last point about being self-accountable and talking bad about your ex because it didn't work out or you still having feelings or grudges against this guy. That's one thing. But another thing that men look for when it comes to in the manner that you talk about your ex is how you currently speak about him. So we look forward to see if you're still interested in your ex. If you still want to spin the block and get back to your ex eventually. We listen to your words, we look at your body language, we hear the things you say. And if it feels like you will spin the block eventually one day, that you're just using me, your new and potential guy, as a rebound, we're going to feel that. We're listening for that. And that is why communication in this stage is so important, because we need to understand what you actually want right now, what you're looking for. And when you're explaining what you're looking for, you're throwing out clues to where your head is currently at. So we can tell when a woman is still in love with her ex or wants to get back with her ex. And if a man wants to create a new relationship with you, he's not going to want that. So the way, your fashion and how you speak about your ex, your current feelings on your ex, speaks volumes to your potential partner and your potential boyfriend. So be careful and be mindful of what you say. And the last thing that I'm going to bring up, your internet brother is going to bring up about being around a dude who is a potential boyfriend that I suggest y'all don't do, is ignoring the red flags and putting aside that gut feeling. You see, I feel like that gut feeling, that subconscious voice in your head, sometimes is a God-giving self-preservation process that the body does for you in order to protect you. You ever get into a situation or you go to a house party and something just doesn't seem right, or you're hanging out with your friends or a group of people that you've never been around and something seems off. It feels like you're being set up. When you're in these weird situations and you get this gut feeling on the inside, or your mind is telling you, like Spider-Man when he gets those senses when danger is near or someone needs help, that something is wrong. The same applies when it comes to meeting new people, even the ones you like or have a crush on, or the ones you think can be a potential boyfriend. I want you to understand this. Listen to those feelings. Listen and feel that gut feeling. When a red flag is waving and smacking you in your face, never ignore it. And I am not saying that these things are 100% accurate. Sometimes your overthinking, like I can do at times, can create things that's not there. It can create fears that are not real. Sometimes your nervousness in being around new people can create these false realities. I still believe that you should listen to those things, evaluate it, and move accordingly. But never just throw them away or discard them or ignore them. They are there for a reason, and sometimes they are right. All it takes is that one time for your gut feeling or that red flag to be right, and in that time can save your life. It only takes one time. That is why you should never ignore those feelings. When that dude is doing things or saying things or acting a certain way, even though you have a crush and you like this dude, if your gut is telling you something, If your intuition is screaming at you, attend to it, pay attention to it, take note of it, because that can literally save your life. And in these days of this warm weather, and you're meeting all these new people and you're doing all these activities, I want you to be kind to yourself. And in one of the ways of being kind to yourself is respecting what you let in your life. And that includes especially potential boyfriends, all right? Ooh, a quick bonus one. I forgot to mention this. Something that I don't want y'all to do, ladies, is to morph and transform and act and pretend to be his ideal woman. You might have done research on him and you feel like this is what he likes in a woman. You might have looked at his social media and asked his friends, what does he like? And they told you this. And you start to become this woman, this ideal woman. Guess what? Never do that. That is just terrible, because now you're trying to become something that you're not in order to get this person. And guess what? That is temporary. That is not going to last forever. Especially if you do end up in a relationship with this dude, that is not going to stay. That is not going to be permanent. Your real self is eventually going to come out. And I always say this, and I believe this wholeheartedly. If you cannot be yourself, your real self, around not just a boyfriend or girlfriend, but around anyone, if they do not accept you for who you are, keep it moving. You do not have to change yourself in order to become someone else's dream or ideal woman. Forget that. Take me as I am or have nothing at all. Mary J said it best, all right? Make sure y'all enjoy this springtime, and I will see you on my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.